Hello everyone. In our 2-minute revision lesson today, we shall be discussing planning a study question from paper 4, A to Psychology. You would come across section B of 24 marks, and here you get a choice of attempting any one question from the two components you have studied, e.g. either clinical or health. Do not attempt both questions. Here, candidates are expected to plan a study, 10 marks based on a variety of research methods, and include all the relevant features for replication. These features are divided into two main sections, general features and method-specific features. Let's start with general features, which apply to all methods. Your plan should include the aim or hypothesis of the study, the procedure of the study in enough detail to be replicated, the sample and sampling technique used, ethical considerations that protect participants, an explanation of how the study is valid, how it is reliable, and finally, what types of data will be collected, how the data will be analyzed, and how descriptive statistics will be used. Now let's move on to method-specific features that depend on the research method being used. For experiments, you must specify the type of experiment being conducted, the independent and dependent variables, any controls or standardization used, the experimental design chosen, and whether there is counterbalancing or random allocation, if applicable. If it is a field experiment, you must also mention the location. For self-reports, include whether you're using open or closed questions, examples of questions, how you will score or interpret responses. For questionnaire, describe the technique, for example, paper and pencil, online or postal. For interviews, mention the format structured, unstructured or semi-structured and the techniques such as face-to-face or telephone. In case studies, your plan should include details about the participant or unit, the content of the information collected, at least the techniques for data collection, and a clear plan for analysis, interpretation, or triangulation. If you were planning an observational study, mention whether the observation is overt or covert, whether it is participant or non-participant, whether the setting is naturalistic or controlled, whether the recording is structured or unstructured, and finally, how many observers will be involved. In correlational studies, include the two covariables being studied, how each variable is measured, and the nature of the relationship expected, including whether a scatter graph will be used. Finally, in longitudinal studies, especially those with a longitudinal experimental design, you should describe the tests or tasks used, how they will be scored, the frequency or interval between sessions, whether there will be recontacting of participants, and the use of controls or standardization. To complete your plan, don't forget to evaluate the design in terms of validity, reliability, and any practical or methodological issues. Dear students, remember the resource is always here for a quick, easy revision whenever you need a boost. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.